just fun, just go in. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so I can't, train of thought's gone. Never mind, start again. So I'm at Antcon, guys. Now, obviously, I did one before where we just started getting started and people started to arrive. So now it's after well, it's nearly 11 actually. I'm supposed to be upstairs. We're going to talk on it in a bit anyway. I'm going to have a quick walk around and show you what's actually going on in Antcon. So we all know the front of it. We've all seen it before. But let's take a go in and let's, I get my words out, go in and let's have a look at people and stuff. And I would like to point out that I'm not actually drunk this time like I was last year. I was sensible. I did go back at a reasonable time. But let's come and have a look. Hey. Ooh. Cool. Hello. So guys, this is obviously the reception. When you come in, you've all booked in. We've all seen that. This is where you get coffee, which I desperately need most of the time. But like last year, if you remember last year, they had the weaver ants here. But what they've done now, the true weavers, the leaf weavers, they've got polyrachus here. It's also a bioactive terrarium because it's got like millipedes there and, well, whatever the hell that is. It's not my forte. Yeah, hi, Stay. Sorry. So these are polyrachus dives, and you can see how they've weaved all the leaves together and stuff. I just think it's so cool. I am trying again with my polys because I don't think they actually recovered properly from when the Solenopsis attacked them and killed them, most of them. But so I've got some. It is one of the 3 species you get today, so I'm definitely going to get one of them, I believe. I'm also going to get a weaver ant as well, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's a cool setup. Do you know what? I actually really like the open top thing. I think that once I move house and I've got my new ant cave, I'm going to get some more open top ones like this to make it a bit more 3D. So I do like it. It's nice. It is nice, isn't it? Yeah. Oops. Ooh. So, probably one of my favourites in the whole wide world. If we take a look here, this is the Carabara diversa. Now I love this setup. You see, there's the tunnel. If we look down, it goes down into this area here, and then you got the nest here. Now I'm not a fan of naturalistic setups because you know my thoughts anyway. I much prefer to see my ants and stuff. There's a major there. Look, can you see it on the tubing? Yeah, so I'm not a massive fan of this kind of stuff. I just can't see it for filming. And not only that, though, I've noticed that my super majors never ever, like my big super majors, never ever come out of the nest. So if you've got Carabaras, if you can get them in an artificial setup, I would recommend it if you want to see the super majors. But look how all the swarming all over it and how they've lens, unfortunately. I should have brought it with me in hindsight, but there you go. Ugh. So if we move around here, what have we got here? I don't know what the hell that is. What they are? No. They're formicas. I'm not sure what they are, to be fair, but like I said, open setups again. Attacks. I'm just so conscious of keeping my ants contained. Well, the only way to go cheap with a leaf cut nest really is if you make your own, because I think Rakushi's is about 80 quid a pot, 60 to 80. The honey pot setup I ordered in November, and I paid for that as well. But yeah, so you know, you're better off. I mean, if you take a look over here at this setup, all he's got here is a tank with a steel tank, as it were, and he's got. Now the only problem with this, it's a bit too big. For come through, mate. It's fine. It's a bit too big because you can see if I move my head that they've been laying their trash in there as well. And also, you've got to be very mindful because if you look at the top, you've got the condensation. Now, if that condensation drops onto the fungus, it will kill the fungus when it makes contact with it. So you have got to be kind of careful with that kind of setup, and that's the humidity-wise. But when it does get to a big fungus, they humidify themselves anyway. So, like my fungus with my Acromyrmex, I don't hydrate that ever because with the constant leaf cutting and stuff like that, they hydrate themselves. So, yeah. You can go cheap by doing it that way. I mean, I picked up a tank for my Solenopsis, which I didn't actually use, drilled a hole in it, and I got that for I think it was like £15 off of Facebook Marketplace. So you can do stuff like that. But you've got more ants here, but let's move around still. Excuse me. Ooh. Wow. So if you remember last year, guys, this is where all the ants were kept, but they're not doing that this year. They've got the ants somewhere else. I'm not sure if they're letting the public in because I think they're through there. It says staff only. But it looks like he's got a macro lens. This is really good macro lens, actually. Hey guys. Say hello. Hello. You are live, guys, so just be bearing in mind. Yeah. Yeah, is it a bad connection? Yeah, we're going to go around to the Gen 4 stuff now because Rakushi's actually launched that now. But bear in mind, the signal's going to cut out because when we're going to the next building, which we're going to do in a second, it goes to a different Wi-Fi booster, so it might drop out, so bear that in mind. What you done now?
Said unable to connect.
You still there, guys? Like I said, I did say it will drop out anyway. So if we Yup. Now, some of you that watch Antimatters, sorry guys, I am live, so if you don't want to be filmed, just dodge around me. If you know Antimatters, you know that he's got a bicaratum Conley, and this is his here. Now, these are obviously an inbreeding species. He splits the Conley off a little bit, test tube full of them and sells them as well, and they're self-sustaining. He made this setup himself, and he's painted the blocks white just to give a better contrast to it. But like I said, this would have been another fairly deep setup if you wanted to. I'm not sure. There we go. I'm not sure what they are, but they're a Camponotus. But this is a setup, and I've just popped the nest in. I don't know why I've not taken the cover off it to expose it to light, but they'll probably find they'll prefer it in the soil anyway, and I'll move into there. You got some. Oh, I can't think what the whose these are. These are Ants England's Conley. She's just. Oh, I can tell it's Ants England's Conley. She's got a sticker. Oh, there you go. Cheers, matey. Yeah, Ants England setup. This is like another cheap setup as well that she's done. These tubs probably cost what, maybe a couple of quid from like a store or something, and all she's done is put a barrier around it, and you can do something like that. But with my experience of ants getting out, I don't like doing that anymore. But I do want to do it in the new ant cave when I get around there. So, Rakushi Gen 4 stuff. Let's go have a look. Here, guys. I am live again, guys, so just dodge out. So, this is a Rakushi Gen 4 nest. So, what's different? I think he started to use some different types of gypsum, but he's also texturized the base of it, as you can tell. Sorry for the background noise, guys. It's quite busy in here. And these connect up. Now, they have got rubber connectors between them. I don't think he's got any that I can show you at the moment, which I'm not overly a fan of, but there is a connectors there as well to make sure they stay together. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about this setup as it is. If you can zoom out, please, Will. Now, this is, you don't have to have it like this with it on top, the outworld. But the only issue I've got with this is that even though it's kind of cool, and it's quite self-contained, if you move back, it's quite self-contained with the nest on top, and you've got the tubing coming from round the back into here. That's kind of cool, but if I ever want to feed them and stuff like that, you have to take this off, which is then disturbing the nest area. So it's a trade-off. If you like it, it might be fine. Now, if you notice, guys, these are the Solenopsis geminata, and these are my Conley that escaped and decimated my ant cave, as it were. Now, when I had them, they're about 70,000 strong, 70 plus thousand strong at least when they got out, and now they're probably a couple of hundred because Sid's starved them down to reduce the numbers. I'm not sure where the queen is either. She'll be about somewhere. Now, obviously, the stands that these are on with a wooden base, these are just AliExpress stuff, I think. So they're not actually Rakushi's, but I think he's selling them as well, so you can get it as you like to. But yeah, essentially, sorry guys. So essentially, this is the Gen 4 stuff that I'm aware of. I'm sure he's going to have some more bits and bobs out. It's gone a bit like his Gen 1 stuff, where it's gone a bit more modular with it. So I'm not sure yet. But if you look here as well, this one shows the different bases you get.
Are they just separate nests?
Yeah, they're like individual nest pieces that you can stick together. Now, if you check this one out, for example, there's no hydration in it, but it's like a nest extender, I guess. If you have a cork base, you've got like a wooden base there, and then you've got your gypsums. Obviously, gypsum's going to be where your humidity comes from. They do come on this stand, so they can purposely fit on the outworlds, but I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I really like his. I think the best nest Rakushi's ever done, if you ask me, are the MS series, which is his Gen 2 stuff. I've had nothing but successes in the MS nests, and I really like them. This kind of seems like an adaptation of the Gen 3 stuff, if you ask me. It's just gone a bit smaller, so it makes it a bit more modular. But technically speaking, you can forever add to this to make it bigger, and technically speaking, you could have a whole table full. And if he's got a base like this, I'd imagine they'll be stackable as well, so you could get a stand.
Is it all just one thing, or could you buy just the nest?
I believe I'll ask Rakushi in a second. Actually, when he's finished talking, I'm streaming at the moment, mate.
Yeah. What's up?
So somebody's asked, can you buy these individually and build them up? Or
yeah, well, you'll see on this table when you move round, you'll see an example. But these are all. This is just an example to show what you can do.
Yeah.
With kind of some Generation 4. So like there's an opportunity for a stacking out world, but every one of these are all individual modules.
Nice.
So you just kind of build your own nest out of different things.
Cool. Hope that answers your question. Hope that answers the question anyway. If we move around here, you can see the other stuff he's got going on too. So you've got obviously where you can put your test tubes for feeding, etc. I take it they're just designed for cotton wool to go in there. They're not like
so obviously can be water, could be sugars. They're simple, obviously. Just when they change, you just undock, switch into a new tube. Obviously, not for all types of ants. This just shows a few of the different options of the different materials: cork, acrylic, wood, 3-way, 2-way, 4-way modules.
Is that gypsum?
Yeah, so the gypsum's changed now, so it's actually an activated carbon infused gypsum. So it has the same kind of filtration that like aquariums have. So it removes toxins and things from the water. Mostly as well as it changes it to a kind of grey rather than white.
Yeah.
The flooring has changed. It's got a sculpted floor, which now if there's any accidental overhydration, the blocks are beefed up like the MS nests so that they actually hold a lot more water than before. But in the case they do accidentally get overwatered, the raised sections in the floor mean that you'll see this overhydration in the small cracks rather than you would the whole floor being the first thing you see all
basically you'll have dry areas as well, so if you do overwater it, you've still got some, you won't necessarily drown all your ants.
It does kind of solve that. The connection system's obviously totally changed. So they now have just like here, they have a rubber ring seal that can just click together and connect quite strong. But if people wanted it to be more of a beefed up security, you can have these little fixings which go between. And you can screw them in. So if you wanted to get it to a point where you could, lift your entire setup up like this, then you can. They will support the weight of pretty much anything. So
that's cool.
And they can stack. And there's a bunch of other stuff coming. This is just an example of some of the stuff that I want to show today.
Cool. I like. Oh, so talking to somebody else now, so I'll leave them to it. If you look here as well, like you've got an open chamber as well, so like your stuff like your Venetus and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why I put that sort of fit in the trap drawers, Venetus type stuff. I'll pop back in a second.
No, it's fine. Carry on, mate.
Question: are they Pharaoh ant-proof? So we'll ask Rakushi when he comes back.
I would imagine so because Rakushi's. I'll ask him when he's finished talking to somebody else, but. From his Gen 3 stuff, and I imagine it'll be the same with his Gen 4 stuff, is pretty much suitable for the smallest ants. A bit like how his MS series was purely for small ants. His Gen 3 stuff can take all types of ants, small and big, without them getting out. So I'd be surprised if the Pharaoh ants, they're saying that the Pharaoh ants are pains in the bums, big time. They are pretty escape proof, but I think he's got his Solenopsis. We all know how bad the Solenopsis are for escaping. They're in this, so if the Solenopsis isn't safe in it, I'd probably say that the Pharaohs are as well. But I'll ask the question when at some point, maybe not today if he's still talking to somebody, but we'll ask somebody. We'll ask him in a bit and see how he's getting on. Now, bearing in mind all these got moved yesterday, so that looks like a Carabara diversa to me. Yeah, he's a Carabara diversa. So these were moved in yesterday, so they moved fairly quickly, to be honest. But you can just see the queen there as well.
You don't notice until the whole floor gets like a film of water, and then obviously the whole ants are like.
They did get out your MS through the ventilation. They got out through the ventilation. No way. I don't know. I'm not sure the camera's going to pick this up, but they're very small holes. I'm not bothered with Pharaoh ants because I know what they're like. But to get out of those vent holes, they must be very, very small. I'll ask him. I'll ask the question for you. I wonder if I can see it. Where's it? No, I'm not going to break it. Yeah, we'll do if we talk to him again. So yeah, guys. So let's carry on moving through. Yeah, again, we're going to go into the other area. So oh, by the way, this is Ansantic or Rich. Say hi, Rich.
Hello.
We'll probably come have a chat in a bit anyway, mate. But I'll get some questions for you.
Patrick one says greetings from Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so what we'll do a bit later, when it settles down a bit more, we'll have a chat and we'll get on live and you can give us your experience of the Antcon and why you started it and stuff like that.
So far, my experience is
yeah.
it took a long time to get the reception queue down, right?
Yeah, I did say it would.
You think, I can do this in a few minutes? Yeah. Half hour, everyone will be in.
No. But we'll chat later anyway, because I want to go and see people around. Sorry, guys. Yeah, as we go through. Down there is where he's got one of the meeting rooms. I think you can get 60 people in there for like the presentations and stuff like that. So that is the virtual world, the virtual area where they've got VR stuff. I don't quite know what it's about. I'm going to have a play with it later, but we'll carry on through. Yeah, no worries. So last year, this had all the tables and stuff like that in it, but I think Sid's going to be selling, or Rakushi's going to be selling his nests and stuff from here. Now, if you guys remember last year, we got a discount. Now you can see on there, I'm not sure you're going to pick it up, but like, for example, if we've got the S5, if you know that big outworld that I've got, that I had my Solenopsis in, now I've got my Carabara in, that's 70 quid normally, but at Ancon it's 45 quid. So if you want to pick up on supplies, pretty big discount. Ancon's the way to do it. Now, this is an interesting setup. So you've got open top again, thoughts on that, you know, but you've got two separate nest areas. So I think the Venetus are in there, and what's in this? Macellarius are in here. Now, you might be asking what's stopping them getting across, and apparently nothing, because that's touching. They can, if they want to, go to both sides. Because they've been seen nesting in the wild next to each other. And Sid tells me that this hasn't actually, they don't attack each other or anything like that, so it's pretty good. Now, if we get down, you've got some little pufferfish in here. I wonder if she's hiding. Oh, look, there you go. That is, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a little pufferfish, believe it or not. Pretty cool. Now, with it being an naturalistic setup, you can see some tunneling and stuff, but not these guys. But look how much dirt the Venators have excavated. And if you look at, if you go to the top, look how big that nest entrance is. It's massive. Now I know they're big ants, but come on, that's huge. But anyway, if we come back through, ooh, we're upstairs quickly. Just waiting for people to get through. Sorry guys, I'm live, so if you want to cover your faces if you're shy. Oh, come, check this guy out. This is, what's your...
Former Tech.
This is Former Tech. Say hi. This is also Chris. He came out...
didn't want to be on live stream.
It's fine. He came last year for half the show because he couldn't get out of bed. Right, yeah. So he's only half a founding member, not a real founding member. But we'll stop embarrassing him. We'll stop embarrassing him for now. Yeah. Just quickly run upstairs. Whoop. Hey guys. Oh, it's traffic jam. Let's go this way. Oh, sorry. Whoop. Right, so I think it is too busy to go in there. So Ants England is rocking the snaps, no, you know, like liquid carbohydrates for your ants. She's rocking that area today. I'm out of breath running the stairs. So she's rocking that area today. We'll get her a bit later. She has got those quintessential Essex fluffy slide-ons. So we're going to get them on camera later just to take the mickey out of her some more. That's the staff only area. I think staff, here they are. Sorry guys.
There's a lot still to do.
Oh,
it's a YouTuber. It's a YouTuber.
Oh, it's me. It's a YouTuber. It's a YouTuber. Right, guys. I'm sure you know these guys, but oh, there's another YouTuber. Look at
It's a YouTuber.
Could you come here for 1 minute?
You're right.
So you guys know better than me. That's Oliver and EA. They're doing their little chat. What is it talking about streaming?
No, we're talking about how online was a journey and how ant keeping is a journey and how Antcon is a journey of itself. So just taking about the he's well equipped, guys. He's starting to invest.
She got me.
Nice. Yeah, so just talking about basically the journey of ant keeping as well. So
And meeting awesome people.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's also
Like me.
nice. Yeah, Hood is awesome. Hood's awesome, guys. You know.
Hood drinks too much.
That's definitely true.
I'm probably verging on a functional alcoholic when it comes to Ancon. So anyway, well, that is practically it. You've got a chill out room where all the parents are hiding, as we expected, that really aren't interested in ants. But I'll leave it for now because I'm going to go chat to some more peeps. Stay tuned because obviously I'll do another live stream a bit later. I do want to get talking to Rick about why he set up Ancon and all that malarkeys. And I'm actually going to get around some of the peeps here as well and start talking to them a little bit as well. But for now, toodle and ooh.